All right.
Oh, welcome to Lockdown 11, boys.
Welcome, Pete and Anil. We've got a special guest this week.
Howdy, guys. Yeah, there's a new sheriff. There is a new sheriff in town.
There's a new sheriff in town, and he's very welcome.
Yep.
So, the rules of Lockdown Sheriff are complete and utter honesty. And
well, that's a lie.
We call it as we see it.
Yeah.
And no beg your pardons. Take no prisoners.
Excellent.
And we'll finish up talking about Alpha. Yeah, that's kind of all the rules.
And as
Sounds
many
good.
as possible.
All right. Well, homeschooling. Easy.
Yeah. Well, it's finished. Kids are at school.
Woo-hoo.
Everyone's happier.
Right.
Even the kids, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, they used to complain about school, but when they got stuck at home for 4 months, all of a sudden they realised it wasn't such a bad place to be. That's where all your friends are, I think, is the key. Yeah, it's been great, actually, really good. Everyone's a lot happier.
That's good. And you're chasing the wife around the house?
Yeah, occasionally, just to keep people fit. You know, you got to keep fit during COVID lockdown.
Yeah. How is the fitness?
I'm fitter because of Pia with Joe, but probably also a little bit fitter and a little bit fatter. Yeah, because the snacks are always nearby.
They're in abundance, yeah.
Probably just a COVID kilo, one COVID kilo.
The sheriff's looking fairly buff.
Oh, maybe he's got the gear at home.
The anabolic steroids.
Yeah, the Essendon gear.
Yeah. Hey, if Pulkit is listening to this, then be very careful. He's very sensitive about the Essendon saga.
Oh,
Right.
is he? We won't get into that.
I don't think there's any. There's no excuses for the boy Pulkit.
Right on the Zoom camera, so it looks like he's fit.
Do you think there's anyone on the roids at SPL?
Judging by
Trying to think of who, maybe Josh Varghese. You know, Adi Sundaresh could be up there.
Yeah.
Adi Sundaresh. He tells me he puts creatine in his cornflakes.
I saw a photo of him on WhatsApp. He's down to 60-something kilos.
Oh, really?
He's really focused. I think it was, I don't know if he was doing it over lockdown 1 and 2, but I'm pretty certain over lockdown 2 he got himself into really good form. So well done, Artie.
Okay. There might be a lady involved, do you think?
You know, look, with Adi Sundaresh, it could be anything involved. A lady, a man, you know, it doesn't matter. Adi Sundaresh, he does what he needs to do.
The Chihuahua.
Correct.
What about getting fit for cricket? Would that be
yeah, cricket bat. It could have just been for a cricket bat.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, boys. What was your first act of freedom coming out of lockdown? What did you hone in on?
I went straight to the golf course. Yeah. So it was it all aligned perfectly for one of my brother's birthdays.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we went out and had a hit, and absolutely loved it. What about yourself?
Yeah.
I was the same. I headed for golf. Pris would have preferred me to take George to the dog wash, but golf it was.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was good.
We had friends around for a barbecue and cooked very traditional Australian, as in way too much meat and leftovers for the next 3 days. But it was
perfect.
Lots of high quality snags and steak and different good salads. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Now, boys, I don't want to get political here, but I feel the need to. We are mentors of the SPL community, so they take notice of what we say.
Yep.
Viewers.
Yes. So, without wanting to get political, what do you boys think about? Do I stand with Dan, or am I drowning in the dandemic?
I'll let Anil go with that one.
Yeah, nice handball, Hughesy. Look, boys, I think I know a little bit better than to get involved in any political discussions.
Yeah, maybe a bit too political. What about this one? Big US election coming up.
Yep.
Are you hiding in the bunker with Joe, or are you out loud and proud on the tarmac with Mr. Trump?
Yeah, it's important the guys and girls from SPL get this information for when they vote in the US election.
Well,
Well,
I just actually checked something just a moment ago. Who do you think is in front? Like, who do you think is the favourite?
well, the polls had Biden about 9 points up in the poll this morning that I read.
Yep.
Yeah. But I read an article saying people are so sick. They're getting advertising every day. They're getting polled. They're just like, go away. So, do you know?
No, well, amalgamating politics and betting, the two greats of our planet. We've got Joe Biden at $1.50 and Mr. Donald Trump at $2.70. This is as it stands. So,
Yeah.
When is the election? It's like this. It's today, isn't it? US time.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the 3rd.
Oh, so
Third.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll wake up Wednesday morning and it'll just be they're starting to count, I think.
Okay, yeah, got it.
But
So
yeah,
one thing I would like to share, and I just want to share it just in case it does come true. I heard someone tell me that as soon as the election's over, they're going to release vaccines. And the vaccines for the coronavirus. And it all, I didn't actually understand why, but it all had to do with either keeping Trump in the White House or getting rid of him. I don't know if it was which way it was. And so apparently once it's over, they're going to release the vaccines.
Okay.
So if that does happen, they're saying within 2 weeks once the election's announced, vaccines will be released within 2 weeks. So let's just watch this space just to see if that does actually happen.
who'd you like to see play at SPL more?
Oh, like as in between Joe Biden and Trump.
Yeah.
Doesn't Joe Biden have like 1 foot in the grave already?
But we've got a few of them playing.
Yeah. I'll put my hand up for that one.
I reckon old Trumpy would fit in pretty well with the sledging regime at SPL. That'd be entertaining at least.
It would be very entertaining. Yeah, we might get back on TV. We haven't been on TV for
Well,
I can just.
a couple of years.
If he does lose and he's got some spare time.
Yeah, he can come on down. He will definitely get a few of the. He'll get a bulk. He'll get the mass support from the Victorians if he did.
Yeah.
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 Downtown Hawthorne, there might be some protesters. We'll have all the cricketers trying to keep people away.
That's a good comment, Hughesy. Now, ratings.
Ratings? Oh, ratings. Well, we haven't been on TV for a while, Pete.
No, but we had some quality work out there, Hughesy.
We did. We had the Jack in the Box. I think people were feeling a bit down and might have, they might have missed it.
Would have perked them up.
And unfortunately, there's no ratings because it got pulled.
It was a one-time special.
The Anglican diocese thought it was a bit too hot to handle.
Yeah, apparently. They played very cautiously there.
Yeah. So is there a like a pirate copy out there somewhere?
Oh, there might be. It might turn up at a. Hopefully, if we have a season next year and end of year or end of season do, might pop up, or maybe we could do it again live, Pete.
Presentation night 2024. Yeah.
And what's sad is there was some serious stuff in there. So if you are missing a box and you're driving along to SPL because you haven't been for a while, just pop into the baker and get a croissant. It turned out to be the best.
Yeah, it works.
Substitute.
Yeah.
How about give?
But don't go with the China plate.
No. Too much reverberation. Yes. You can see why.
There was a problem with the Y fronts as well. They didn't.
Yeah, I don't think
it wasn't a tension in the jockettes to hold things in place.
Well, maybe we should do a poll. I'd like to know if people do put on the tighter jocks when they come along to a game of cricket. Just because it holds, it does a better job. You need.
Well, what about the guys who go commando?
Oh, well, that's why we rent it. We've seen that too many times, and that's just not.
It never ends well.
No, it doesn't end well. Well, I've never batted with one. Well, this day was coming.
Anuj and
yes.
Yeah.
God bless you, Anil.
Yeah. And yes, the boy from the Rats.
Oh, I can't remember that. I saw that live.
Was it Runzi? I didn't actually know who the bowler was. I've just heard of the story. Was it Runzi?
No, it wasn't Runzi. And we've probably gone on too long not being able to think of him.
I'll have to ask for comments. Who was that? Mystery.
Yeah, chuck them in the comments below. If you are the bowler, name yourself.
Mudge.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no. Well, Mudge, he is becoming quite the man around SPL with his bowl, not just his cricketing ability, but also his connection he has to certain players, aka Bagsy.
Yeah, they get on well.
Very, very well, on a whole new level of well.
Yes.
Wow.
He did have
Hughesy?
He did have good support from his teammates on that day. Just not the support where he needed it in the first place.
Just a word of caution, Hughesy, as a clergyman. Yeah. I'd caution you about doing a survey about what underwear people are wearing.
Okay.
You know, days gone by.
I'll leave that.
Probably all right.
Your capable hands, Pete.
Moving right along, we the SPL prospects for the rest of the year. We had detailed talks with the COVID safe officer for St. Columns this morning.
You did.
And we were negotiating hard, weren't we, Hughesy?
We wanted December to remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. The COVID Cup.
The COVID Cup.
So did you slip the COVID officer any cricket bats under the table or anything?
That doesn't. No, it might happen at SPL, but St. Columns.
No. Okay.
No.
Well, if you were to do it, I'd suggest chocolate, good quality chocolate. But
treat him to some of your party pies and sausage rolls, Pete.
Oh, here's a fee, so that we might need to spend a bit more than party pies and sausage rolls.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, December the 1st to December the 20th, possibly.
Yeah. Or a Boxing Day test. Not everyone can.
Very interesting.
Not everyone can get to the Boxing Day test.
Yeah.
You could put on TV the Boxing Day test.
Have the Boxing Day test on the big screens.
Yeah, we could. Well, we could hijack Channel 9 and live stream SPL for all the viewers at home.
Right, a rebel league. Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. A couple of beers, relaxing with the boys on Boxing Day, with the Boxing Day test going on.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Those tickets will be gold if they've got 25,000 for India, Australia. But not everyone.
Yeah, correct.
Some will have to play our Boxing Day test.
Yeah. Now, the segment we do, Anil, I don't know if you've ever watched the lockdown. Not many people have, but we do drive-bys.
Okay.
So it's like cheap sledges. It's like you drive by.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I definitely wouldn't categorize this in the cheap section. They're more the Dan Andrews top shelf. I really think that we should. Like, I'm a big believer in, when people get raised to legendary status, often it can be when they're passed away, or, like we don't actually do it whilst they're living and breathing, at their best.
Posthumously. Yeah.
Exactly. So I personally think Ram, we should make a statue for him. And every time he goes out to bat, he can walk around it a few times and then walk his way.
I had no idea he passed away.
No, that's my point. Is we've got to do it whilst he's living and breathing, and he will never pass away.
Yes.
It's Chuck Norris.
He came close.
So we have it out the front of SPL on Burwood Road.
Yeah. Look, maybe if we did, it would probably get a lot of attention that we wouldn't be able to handle too quickly. There'll be a lot of females running up to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Yes, you wouldn't want any of that.
Yes, affectionately known as the only person who bats around the wicket. He
needs a good nickname, doesn't he?
Yes.
Ram? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Something to do with that.
It's like
notion.
Male sheep or something.
No.
Like, I don't know, maybe Ramadan.
Ramadan. Yeah.
12 months of Ramadan.
Yeah, maybe starvation or something.
Yeah, that could work.
Anyway,
yes.
We said no jokes like that.
We did.
So I've got a drive-by. This is designed for in SPL. You might say to the batsman, maybe you should try joining the choir in this church.
Why is that?
It's not that funny, really.
No, but it will get them confused straight away.
True.
You're inside their head as soon as you say that.
Yeah, that's right. I know. If you're sledging,
yeah.
can be very valuable.
Maybe I should call a priest for your batting.
Why is that in need of prayer?
Or the last rites.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. These were made up on the run, really.
Well, yeah, I suppose just to add to that, there are a few guys who love the over-exuberant celebrations. You could definitely get an exorcist in there.
Yeah. Yes. Or if you're batting, you could say, I have COVID, don't touch the ball. As in, don't field it.
Yeah. Or if you're bowling to a batsman and they just can't touch you, you could use that for them as well. Yeah.
Eventually it'll be, shouldn't you be wearing a mask? Like, we don't have to, indoor non-contact. You say, no, just say everything looks a bit nicer.
Yes, Hughesy. So this is particularly for you, Hughes. You've been a clergyman. I'll arrange a free funeral for your family if you go out.
Yeah, that's definitely not overstepping the line.
Money talks.
Free? Oh dear.
Or a free wedding. If you give me a bowl. So you got the power to do those things.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I did. I did take a funeral during the lockdown because you're permitted to do with a few people. But it wasn't related to cricket, strangely enough.
How many people there? Was it 5?
It was in regional Victoria. So there must have been about 6 or 7 still. There wasn't many. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it live streamed? Usually?
That really brought up the vibe talking about a funeral. It was good though. It was a good one. Good Thanksgiving to God and the family, and yeah.
Did you muck it up at all? Like,
I had my little collar with a funny thing, and there was a bit where it had slipped out, and I was doing the talk with it. Yes, I did. Yeah.
okay.
Only for a moment. It was only at the very end.
So did you do the talk with the mask on?
No.
No.
That was right near the start when people had only started wearing masks. Yeah.
So you had a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, I did. A minor wardrobe malfunction. Yeah. So
Yeah, very good.
tend to avoid sledges at funerals, Pete.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Well, Pete, I heard you wanted the St Kilda Football Club at your funeral. So they could let you down one last time.
Actually, my funeral, we're going to go swimming at St Kilda Beach, but you can't.
You can't go swimming at St Kilda Beach. St Kilda's only got one flag.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Anyway, just straightening us up a little bit, we've got a little segment now for COVID jokes.
Yeah, I reckon you can do these in Australia because we're going pretty well.
Yeah, that's right.
What are the jokes?
You got any, Pete?
Well, there's one here that if there's a baby boom 9 months from now, in 2033, there'll be a whole bunch of quarantines.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
The quarantineals.
Yeah, but it's not so much a joke as a kind of funny statement.
Yeah, it could be a reality.
Generation Control Z. They undo all the stuff Generation Z did. Anyway, I've got a...
And if that's the only one we've got, that's not a great segment.
Well,
you go, Hughesy.
I've got one. So they said a mask and gloves were all that you need to go to Woolies, but they lied. I went there, everybody else had clothes on.
I've got one for us. So, what types of jokes are allowed during quarantine? Inside jokes.
Inside joke.
Yeah.
Well, I think the rating's going down as we speak.
Pete, I'm pretty certain there's got to be a joke, revolving, around this one.
Yes. Man walks into a pub and he says to the bartender, I'll have a Corona, hold the virus.
That gets me every time.
But back in my day, they say that you would cough to cover up a fart. But now with COVID-19, you fart to cover up a cough.
Oh dear.
Yeah, anyway.
Pushing on.
Moving right along. We got a new segment.
Yep. Did you know the anti-lockdown people have a joke too? They've got a coronavirus joke and they tell it to you, but there's a 99.97 chance that you wouldn't get it. Oh, that's a bit cool. So,
Dear.
That's not my
All right, so gentlemen, you've got to put your thinking hats on here, very, very creative. And I'm going to give you a team name. and I want you to come up with if this team were a dog or a bird, what would they be? Okay.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. If my old team, the honey badgers, if they were a bird, they'd be a seagull, because they kind of come from everywhere and then they go missing. You never know who's going to turn up. Sometimes you have too many, sometimes not enough. They finish off all the food after everyone's gone.
Scavenger type.
Scavenger types and just unreliable. And yeah, so you get the picture.
Got it.
The first team I present to you are the rest of the world that won the World Cup this year.
One of the greatest teams.
Controversial circumstances.
Oh, I don't know about that. Wasn't it just a straight win?
Well, there'd be some that would beg to differ.
Yeah.
If they're a dog or a bird, any thoughts?
Yeah. Wouldn't they be like an emu or an ostrich? Like they look like a bird, but they don't really fly.
Yeah, like a peacock. You know, many colours, like the rest of the world.
Preening peacock.
Yeah, I could see that. A huge array of colours.
Flightless birds, so I don't do what they're made. Yeah.
Or yeah, it's disputed that they're true birds.
Yes. Or you could call them the centipede. That's not a bird or a dog, but the centipede is a deceptive insect. Have you ever heard about the centipede and the grasshopper?
Is there like a story?
Yeah, it's like one of Confucius's stories.
And so can you tell us Confucius?
So the centipede and the grasshopper on the edge of the river, and they wanted to cross, both of them. And the centipede said to the grasshopper, "Could I get on your back and we can swim across the river and we can both get to the other side?" And the grasshopper said, "Yes, but no, you would sting me halfway across and we would both drown." And the centipede said, "But that wouldn't work because we've both drowned. So why would I sting you if we're both going to drown?" And the grasshopper said, "Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Hop aboard, centipede." And they took off, and they were halfway across the river, and the grasshopper felt this burning bite right in his side. And he said to the centipede, you told me you wouldn't bite me. Now we're both going to drown. Why?" And the centipede said, "Because it's in my nature."
Yeah, he remains a centipede. I'm pretty sure it was a scorpion, Pete.
After all that.
You want me to tell again?
Okay,
I never said it was a joke.
So rest of the world is scorpions. All right, excellent.
I think the idea.
All right, moving right along. Clayton boys.
I would say, I'll go ahead. Do you have one, Hughesy?
No, I was just thinking.
I would say that they are any sort of animal that is up in your face. This is Clayton boys of old, when they were at their peak, they would intimidate you, kind of maybe like a pit bull.
Oh, yeah. Good. I think they like that.
Yeah. No, well, I have the utmost respect for the Clayton boys.
Mm.
Well, you did say at their peak. Are you saying they've gone a bit from pit bull to Labrador?
Look, they're your words, Hughesy, but I can't confirm or deny that. All I can say is there's a new sheriff in town.
All right, backyard legends.
Oh, the backyard legends.
I like a Pomeranian.
Pomeranian. Just nipping. Yep.
Yeah, yapping. Yeah, yapping.
Yep. And yeah.
Just complaining.
Yeah, I think that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah. Retro Roosters.
Uh,
That was the team Bagsy played for.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Wouldn't that be Roosters?
They'll be the ones wanting a funeral.
That'd be the old Roosters.
So that's Kanga's team. Is that Kanga's team?
Yeah,
Kangaroo. Even though it's sort of.
of course.
I don't know what kind of dog or bird a kangaroo is, but
Yeah, it's emerging.
Yeah. No, hopping dog. Yeah.
Oh, the roosters, like they're roosters. It's in there.
Fair enough.
The old rooster.
Misfits.
I'll take this one, boys.
Yeah.
The goat.
The goats.
The goats.
Straight goat.
A mountain goat or a...
No, that's Ricky. Often gets eaten by Sush. Makes a really nice goat curry, Sush.
Goats. Oh, really?
Yeah. Ricky's the main ingredient.
The goat. Oh, I don't know how to respond to that, Pete.
Yeah, no. It reminds me of a joke. Piglets.
The piglets. That's my team.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the opposite of the goat?
Oh no, sheep, I guess.
Yeah.
We're a bit. Oh, that's a tough one. Where we plug away though? We did maybe.
What about a dash hound or something? Well, sausage dog.
Sausage. Oh, surprising. No, because occasionally we have a surprising win. In fact, there should be one up on the board by now. I suspect it's not there. Although that was as the very dodgy brothers.
Yeah.
Dash hound, do you think? Yeah, dash hound's not bad. So it sounds dashing, but it's not as dashing as it sounds.
Okay, we can take that.
Good. I reckon.
So finishing up with just one about and the Mighty Ducks.
JWB, huh?
JWB.
Would they be a
Few things come to mind.
cavoodle?
Yeah. What do you think, Pete?
Well, there's the big Saint Bernard that's kind of holding all the dog breeds up on top of itself.
Okay.
That could be JWB. Or
no, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking the wattle bird that gets thrown out of the nest early in spring, and you always find it flapping in the garden.
Oh dear. Oh, I was going for a cavoodle because not quite a thoroughbred, not quite the genus of dog that is on its own, but a mix. As you get B grade. Oh, I'm going to cop it for that.
Mighty Ducks.
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 Oh,
Yeah, but they do anything but fly together. Yeah, peace and love, duck boys.
Yeah.
oh,
So one premiership, Mighty Ducks. Is that right?
Yeah, and I think that was when Mahesh was the captain as well.
Rather than Sugi or Ricky.
I didn't know Ricky was captain at one stage. Sugi I know was captain last season, like whenever the last season was played.
one penny.
I'm not sure, and I think Mahir is going to be the captain this season. I'm not sure. I'm speculating. So
Good credentials, Mahir.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely a captain everyone likes playing under.
one premiership they could be called the Saints, Pete.
They could. A Saint Bernard.
They've been out. After so,
Yeah, funny, Hughesy. All right, that's the end of that.
yes.
Now, of course, boys, you know tomorrow is Cup Day,
Oh, yeah.
and I need to get your tips. A lot of the SPL community will be looking to us for the financial future and stability.
Yep.
So here's an opportunity.
Um,
So
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to get a 3-2-1 from you for the cup. Maybe I'll start with my own. Been testing well in the paddocks, this brood mare, and got a very good gait and good barrier draw.
oh, good.
Yeah, no, so known to get out after it early and then fight the rest of them off. So coming in third place, and pretty much because Francesca Cumani picked it, I'm saying Warning in third place. Yeah.
You know this stuff?
Second place, this is a brood stallion, about 15 hands high, with a flowing mane.
That always
And yeah, and a bridle, Prince of Arran.
Prince of Arran.
Yeah, and they're coming in first place. This is a horse who's travelled a long way to get here. It's been through quarantine, so it's done the hard yards, and it's ready to go. It's been galloping
was it staying
well.
at your place, Pete?
It's galloping well at practice, and showing a very good poundage. Tiger Moth.
Tiger Moth. Ah.
Yep. So first Tiger Moth, second Prince of Arran, and third Warning.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, sure thing.
All right, lock those in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hughesy, do you have your own?
Well, Pete's got some crossover. I've got Warning. Oh, I think he's your roughie though. He's not my 3-2-1. Oh, I think at number 3 you got coming in third, the Chosen One.
Yes, that's who I've got coming in at third.
Yeah, the Chosen One. And I think
All right.
coming in,
What reasons, Hughesy? You got to back it up. So
someone else picked it, and I trust their judgment better than mine. And coming in second, Surprise Baby. I like that you can get a bit of the George Costanza for Seinfeld. Go, Surprise Baby! Just coming down the straight. So that's my reason.
yeah,
In with a chance, not a roughie.
very sound.
I had the same in first as you, Pete. Tiger Moth. Tiger Moth is the favourite, but I think with reason.
Can't go past Tiger Moth. Yeah. What do you got, Sheriff?
Never bet against him before. Or her.
Okay. Okay, there he is. I've got the Chosen One coming in third. I'm saying this for any of the Karate Kid / Cobra Kai fans out there, in case you've seen the new series. So Chosen is the bad guy that Daniel LaRusso fights in the second Karate Kid. And anyway, in the new remake Cobra Kai, he goes back to Okinawa and he meets Chosen. So hence why I've chosen the Chosen One.
Just thought, Mr. Miyagi still ticking?
No, he's passed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arnold from Happy Days.
Yeah, that's that's the one.
One too many flies.
Yeah, Banzai.
Yeah.
All right, and then moving on, I had Mr. Aaron Finchie, the number 11, Finchie. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Respect.
I don't really know anything about him. It was just purely because of Aaron Finch. And then the last one I was going in with was Russian Camelot. Not a great gate number, but Mr. Damien Oliver is riding it. And any horse Damien Oliver gets on, I usually back.
Russian Camelot. Good name.
People
All
will be glad they've listened to our tips.
Well, here's you'll do a free funeral for me or a free wedding for you, Anil.
Okay.
Depending on who wins.
Okay. Or whatever comes first, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Do a free wedding for Pete. He's had one.
All right. I've just got a late entry.
A late entry.
Yeah. So not to the Melbourne Cup, but to the lockdown video.
Oh, I've got someone coming here.
Yeah.
Did you want me to share the link, Pete?
Yeah.
All right. This is a turn up for the books. I don't even know who it is. We're not doing I don't even know how they do.
Surprise baby.
Yeah, well, we're just doing 2 more lockdown editions, aren't we? The Melbourne Cup one and the Christmas one, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, in an effort to jump the shark and get the ratings going.
All right.
We haven't got far to go. We've done the racing tips. We've SPL century coming up next, I believe.
So we've got the AFL.
Oh, Pete's gone. It'll just be you and I, Anil.
Okay. Well, that's more than enough. Takes 2 to tango.
He'll be back. Oh, we've got technical difficulties. I should shift to that the test pattern screen.
Wait, so what do you mean we have technical difficulties?
Can you see Pete? He stopped. Oh, he was moving again. He just froze. You froze, Pete.
Yeah, dodgy internet.
So Ricky's saying he'll join in 5.
Okay. Oh, he would. All right. In 5. Well, he'll be here just in time for us to finish. We could do that.
Is Bagsy joining?
Bye.
I've messaged him. I'll let you know if he's read the message.
Yeah. He might want to back up about what bird or dog the just want to bats are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the ducks as well.
Yeah. The ducks. Oh, for Ricky. Okay.
So Bagsy hasn't read it, but anyway, Ricky has. I suppose we can carry on.
Yeah, we'll just carry on. So we've got some nominations for half forward flank and centre half forward.
Oh, yeah. 2 important positions, Pete.
Yeah. So the first nomination is with us tonight. It's a Sheriff.
The centre half forward.
Did play under 19 football and very good on the left foot. But height comes highly recommended. The Sheriff.
The centre half
from
but by himself.
That's centre half.
No one else recommends.
Centre half.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you say he's big and burly enough to play centre forward, Hughie?
For SPL, probably. I mean, centre forwards need that self-confidence, so he's got that going for him. If he's nominated himself, that's.
Come on, Hughes. You're like I'm still a chance for the AFL. I put my name in the rookie draft.
Oh, you were, but they've reduced list sizes, so I think that might just edge you out, Anil.
Yeah, unlucky.
I think that was the only reason.
COVID.
Another coach.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I know.
Mm. I've got some other nominations. Raiden Tallis.
On a flank. I think, given he's the only one who's actually played AFL footy, we've got to get him in this week.
We'd be silly to overlook him, really.
I think it would. I think he could add a lot to the team.
180 games, yep.
Yeah, given he played 180 games, that might make him just that little bit more AFL ready than anyone else.
Well, from what I was told, Hughes, he had a bit of an incident with Dermy.
I do remember that. Yeah, Dermy stepped on his head in a practice game.
So, can you confirm or deny if that was intentional or unintentional or just Dermy?
It was intentional because
Which is pretty much just Dermy.
at the time I was in high school and my high school mate Mark Graham played in the under-19s. He went on to play for Hawthorn for 10 years, and yeah, he was sharing that story at school. I remember him sharing all about it when it actually happened. I got first hand.
Dermy got suspended for it, is that right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's just
in an inter-club match, yeah.
Just quickly going on a slightly different tangent. So, who do you think has the biggest form of white line fever who would do something like that in SPL?
Oh. Yeah, that's funny. I reckon we've got some white line fever guys. Round.
Who's a head stomper?
Round's very different. He's very gentle off the pitch, and he gets fired up on the pitch. I don't know that he'd step on anyone.
So, do you think when do you think when Ram crosses that white line, there could be something that just takes over?
Well, I think only if you got in the way of him going around the wicket.
Well, Rick, actually, believe it or not, when I'm going to expose Ram here, but when the rest of the world played Australia in the semi-final, Ricky and I formulated the plan because Ram was in unbelievable form. He was like maybe the leading top run scorer at that point of the tournament, and the plan was very clear for Ricky just to block Ram when he walked around. Anyway, of course, Ram got completely. He went into his own world. He was getting aggressive, and then pretty much 3 balls later, we bowled him.
Why?
So, if you want the secret to get Ram out,
it's the mind game.
Block him. There he is.
Thanks.
How is everyone?
Oh, we're good. We're just wondering if Just Want a Bat was a bird or a dog, what would they?
A bird or a dog?
What would they be?
I'd say we'd be a dog because we're always chasing.
I know, but which kind of dog? Say a dog.
What type? What breed?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't say we're one of the the pit bulls or anything. We'll be one of the softies.
No, like a Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Like a Jack Russell.
A Jack Russell. Oh,
Or a little chihuahua.
Yeah.
There was a Jack Russell.
Yeah.
We'll make a lot of noise, but not a big impact.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Bagsy.
Yeah, you too, Pete. How's everything been?
Have you got it? Yeah, good. I've been telling lots of jokes tonight, so we're all happy. We need some funny ones.
That's right.
You got a COVID joke for us, isn't it?
You're asking the wrong person. I'm not one that's a comedian.
Didn't stop us.
Didn't he? Exactly. We ripped
Sorry, I
him out
missed that,
Bagsy.
Paul. What was that?
Didn't stop us.
Yeah, that's right, Hughie. Actually, do you have a tip for the cup?
Oh, I'm liking the look of Anthony Van Dyke.
Oh, going to be the Anthony Van Dyke show.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really a big horse person, but I've been following a bit lately because my mates have been getting me into punting.
Yes.
I think
who are your mates, Bagsy?
My outdoor mates.
Okay.
I think
Weren't you in some like underground, punting society?
Ricky,
oh, it's all happening.
I was at one
Big
stage.
star.
I thought
Well,
back,
it wasn't just you.
Hey,
Evening, Pulley.
Believe
Done.
oh wow,
hey boys.
we've tripled our ratings, Pete, just by.
So,
You-
Pulley,
you-
good timing. We were just saying that weren't yourself, Ricky, and Bagsy in some underground, rooster cockfighting betting society?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
got banned from every agency.
Yeah, Targev, yeah, he did get banned from everything, unfortunately.
Something about Route 40.
We
Yeah,
have
Route 45. That's right.
the IPL though. We have been doing a fantasy cricket comp.
Yeah.
So that's
Of course,
been
Pulley
going
wants
well.
to talk about it because he's winning.
Yeah, just a few of the other boys are playing as well from SPL actually. I think Ashish is in, Hughes is playing as well. There's a few boys, Bagsy, Ricky, myself, Pranay. So it's been quite fun.
Wow. My daughter turned up for real outdoor cricket. He's got the bat and everything sent in the mail. For the-
Oh,
Who's
is that
that,
part of
sorry?
is that part of the Victorian government scheme where they're giving you a voucher or something?
No, it's just the standard kids cricket thing. She's 8.
Oh, awesome.
We've been playing in the yard here. So cricket has been happening here at Silence and Columns.
That's good. Are they been paying? That's the question.
No.
That's good.
Sorry, Pete.
I got a few games in actually, a couple of weeks ago in the countryside. Got a few games to play, which was good. Good fun. Outdoor.
Very good.
In a T20 comp, yeah. So I think it's starting for everyone now, isn't it?
Yeah, I just came from cricket training. It's
Yeah.
picking up again.
Oh yeah, Bagsy. Sorry, don't mind us. We don't want to interrupt you eating dinner.
Oh no, it's all good.
No, just make sure you're relaxed, boys. Have something to eat, something to drink, and just feel free to interject.
Yeah.
But going back to the original question, Pete, who are you liking
Yeah.
in the cup?
Oh, the cup. So yeah, we discussed all the ins and outs because three on the top quite knowledgeable about horse racing. So barrier draws and weight for age and furlongs. The mane and the tail all working in cohesion. So Tiger Moth was
Yeah,
was my tip.
I think Tiger Moth's favorite at the moment, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, certainly favourite on this show.
Yes, which is. Oh, we thought Ricky's here according to the participants, but he's gone missing on the screen.
Yeah, he likes to do that.
It's like him in all walks of life, Paul.
There we go.
He's
Yeah, Matt-
having a dart, probably.
It was an innings break, Paul.
Yeah.
When Bagsy said he's not a big,
Rico, have you got a tip, Rico?
I won't be backing any of the European horses. I'll be backing the Australian horses tomorrow.
oh,
Yeah.
Just because it's really hot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day tomorrow.
you're right. It's going to be almost.
It is.
Yeah,
30
yeah.
degrees.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. We are discussing the SPL AFL team of the century, and we've got nominations in front of us for the half forward line. The nominations are as follows. So the Sheriff is in one spot. Braden Hallis, who's played 180 games for Hawthorn, played a little bit of SPL. So
Did he?
yeah.
Oh.
Paulie, you're a nomination for centre half forward, along with Rico.
Hey, Pulley.
Oh,
Along with?
Ricky.
Oh,
Ricky.
Rickster.
Branovan from the
Oh, yeah.
Rats, half forward flank. The final nomination is Vebbers.
Or a flank.
Bit of a Charlie Cameron.
Bebsy.
It might be a typo, I think.
Yeah, seems out of position there.
Oh,
Yeah.
hard to match up on, wouldn't he?
He's not that quick though.
Oh, what you're saying? He'll run. He's good for like being a runner, running out croissants.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking, no offense, Ricky. I'm thinking Ricky's more your full forward than your centre half forward.
Yeah, the big pack marker.
Yeah.
That's not an offense. That's an absolute compliment, Hughes.
Quick on the
Yeah,
on the-
about two-way running, is he?
Well, it depends if you're a 2020 team or a old style team.
Yeah.
Island.
Ricky is good for the pocket. Just leave him there. Don't run too much. To be fine.
One out. Okay.
Take big marks.
The forward line, not the half forward line.
So do you want your centre half forward to be big hulking sort of mountain of a man, or do you want a mobile, very well kind of running machine?
I would say in this day, or the modern game would require mobile.
Okay,
The right type.
so that counts these two boys out.
Definitely.
And
So that leaves us with the Sheriff, Raiden Tallis,
And Branovan.
Branaman.
I'd put Radar in a half forward flank. I think if you
Brenneman's probably good for the morale of the team. You know, be some constant fist bumps going around, so it'd be quite good.
You've got to
Yes.
have those types of players in the team.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Probably fairly good leg, I would think. Branaman.
He's got a long leg.
Yeah,
A
I'd
good
say so.
leg, good left leg, I would have thought.
I've seen him play. He's quite decent.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Oh, he's in.
Get him in.
Actual skills. That's a new little segment, Pete. Thanks.
Quite decent. That's a wrap.
All right. That's
So we've got Brandon, we've got the Sheriff, and we've got Tallis. Is that right?
that sounds
Yep.
good. Yep.
Our top
Okay.
three.
All right.
So, Pete,
so the
like
Sheriff-
I know we've.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to really. I'm so interested in this question, and now that we've got some more jury members, so
Yeah.
there was a quick story about Raiden Tallis. I don't know if you guys know he actually played 180 games of AFL footy.
And not quite as many at SPL. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is more toward Bagsy, Pulley, and Ricky. So
Yeah.
anyway, when he was playing a practice match, Dermot Burden stepped on his head intentionally.
Oh,
Yeah. So we just had a quick segue before you guys arrived. Do we have any head stompers in or equivalents in SPL? Who's like your genuine white line fever players?
Mm.
One of the Anthony brothers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love this guy, but perhaps a grunny.
Granny.
Oh.
He does love throwing a ball.
He does
Yeah.
love, yeah.
Pulley
So-
hates him for it.
Nah. After I captained him in the World Cup, he's my favourite player.
When we had a
Grungy.
SPL
There you
double,
go.
Essentially, it's a bit of white line fever, which is good.
I mean,
Has,
when you
has
talk
Kern got
about
a bit of white line in him?
Absolutely.
Even Bagsy, to be honest. I know Bagsy did sledge off Kern after hitting a 6. Yeah, so
that's not really crossing any line.
when we had the SPLW comp, Pete, with women in it,
Yeah.
one player who punched a hole in the wall. She was so upset with her
wow.
Oh, wow.
batting effort. That person.
Yes, who was that?
What was her name? Alistair Clarkson?
No, Hannah, she's my wife.
I seem to remember her surname was Hughes.
Yeah, my wife punched a hole in the wall. When she,
Oh wow.
Jeez. I wonder how dinner went
tell
like that.
tell us about your eye again, Hughesy.
oh no, that's just a contusion or something. What is it called? Contusion, yeah.
Okay.
I had the doctor look at it today.
Yeah. So she didn't land one on you.
She didn't land one. No, she wouldn't. She's one of those players that gets really upset with her own form.
Mm.
Team member just, I shouldn't have gone out, whacked the wall with punched the
Yeah.
hole. Yeah.
So did you just happen to be in her path
No, I wasn't there.
when she threw one?
Late afterwards.
Oh no, we're referring to the eye, Hughesy.
Oh no. I don't know how it happened. Hay fever.
Yeah. Oh well, the kids are at school now, Anil. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Things get, more stuff happening around the house, more angst. No.
well, you stood on the rake, did you?
Oh, I'm staying out of it. Sadly, I don't get white line fever.
Yeah.
Who else would be up there?
Who
I
else?
mean,
Yeah.
controversy, you can never go past Artie.
For sure, Artie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see
Um,
him stepping on someone's head.
No.
Well, I've seen
He
him
might
also.
get stepped on. He might get stepped on.
I've
But
also seen him punch a wall at SPL.
have you? Okay.
Yes.
Luindu for
Oh yes.
uh,
MHS.
yes. Yeah.
There's that infamous video of him. I think I've got it somewhere.
Yeah.
Where once he
Yeah.
goes out, he goes and punches the wall in the arena, and then throws his bat and walks off.
It's a good bit of footage.
I'll see if I can find it.
Mm.
I'll edit it in.
Oh, and if you can, also edit in the Sashi bump on rum.
I don't think I have that.
I've got a good nomination, but it's been a while since he's played. Karan Chandra.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And
He-
Vinny.
You'll have to send it tonight though, because we've got to
I
go.
don't know. Vinny's, I don't know. Vinny was pretty calm, but Karan, you know,
Vinny's not calm.
even I know what the umpire he gets pretty aggressive when he thinks it's not a wide, so it could be him.
But that is true. I'll still fly the flag.
The old Artie Lock and Andy had
Hmm.
some very white line fever.
Did he? Okay.
The only man to ever be banned from SPL.
Oh yeah.
Who was?
Josh Krish and someone
He's
else.
the OG Artie.
Yeah. Artie Lock and Andy played up one too many times, and the vicar blacklisted him.
I found the video, boys. I don't know how you want me to send it.
I just
All right. So the you've just made it, boys, for the alpha, which is the end of the lockdown video, which is, I think we're up to alpha 11, Hughesy.
Yep.
And
11. Yeah.
it asks the question, all right, now that we've all done alpha, what do we now do? How do we now live?
Yep.
And so it explains a little bit about that.
Yeah. How can I make the most of my life? Which, after watching this video, some people might be asking that question. How can I make my time a little bit better? So,
Yeah, they might be saying, I don't want to go down that path.
yes, well, Alpha will be a good sight shorter too, 20-minute episode. So,
Yeah. And you're doing alpha on Tuesday nights now.
yeah, we're up to 4.
Just,
And
how if you wanted to, it's on Zoom, isn't it? If you wanted to join in, how would you do that, Huey?
just go to the church website, stc.org.au. We've got the simplest website now, stc.org.au. There'll be links there to the cricket too. It's a pretty easy one to remember, so that's handy.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to watch one of the actual games that happened in March, you can go along. Or if you wanted to join Alpha, you go there. Yep.
Yeah. All right. We've been going for a while now. So, yeah,
So-
hour and a half, probably enough.
Hughesy, I sent you the video.
Yep. I could share it now if you really wanted me to.
Why don't we finish up with it?
All right. So I better just open the video. So
Is it not?
here we go.
There we go.
There we go.
I'll turn the volume up.
Nice and clear image.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the best I got.
Yep. It's impressive.
Ew.
And it was a Trish as well that got him out.
And there was a full Yorker as well.
Boom, boom.
We could watch the actual Yorker if you want. Here we go. One more time. Oh.
I've never seen someone have a run up to hit
Yeah,
the wall like that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good effort.
very good.
That's a good note to finish on, boys.
Yep, and yeah, good to come off the long run at the very end. So
Did we
Yeah,
answer
so
the
thank
question,
you
by the way,
for-
but for the cup? I don't think we went through everyone's tip, right, before we ended.
Oh, please do.
Anil and I and Pete have done ours, and I think you did, Bargav, too.
Yeah,
So,
I did. Yeah.
Fully and
Backing surprise baby.
surprise, babe.
I've got no tips. Probably won't be watching as well tomorrow. Gonna go out to the beach and have a good time.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Fully's tip is not to listen to any of our advice. Well, see you guys. It's been really good.
All right, boys.
Yeah. Good seeing you.
Thanks for joining
right.
us. Good to see you. We'll chat soon. Thanks, Anil.
Yeah,
Thanks.
stay safe, everyone.
No
Take
worries,
care.
guys.